Okay, I'm out walking. It's a beautiful day in Gothenburg, and a sunny day in Gothenburg, well, you want to make the most of it. So, in my last video, I showed how to take a panorama photo and stitch everything together in Affinity Photo. This time, I'll show you how to take a slightly more advanced panorama photo, a high dynamic range panorama. Now, I did this more than a year ago at the top of Ramberget, the Ramberg mountain in Gothenburg. And well, I'll start by showing you the panorama. Here it is. Okay, so here is the HDR Panorama. Now, why did I use HDR for this picture? Well, look at the sun to the left. It's pretty low, and that means there is a lot of shadow from the trees. And yet the entire photo looks well exposed. Now, if we look at a non-HDR version of this picture for a moment, you see that, well, it looks pretty dull. The highlights in the sky is burned out, and the road and the parking lots are way too dark. And while I can compensate for some of it, there is no way I can make it look like the HDR picture. Okay, and I'll also show how to do an HDR merge. And going to the File menu, select New HDR Merge, Add Pictures, and then I'll just scroll down to my HDR pictures. And this is the first set of 5 pictures. I select like this, open them like that, automatically align images, perspective, and I shot this on a tripod, so I shouldn't need to remove ghosts. And click, and Affinity gets to work. Takes a while to process. Okay. And now I can change tone mapping if I want to. I think I want that compressed. I could increase contrast. So the important thing here is that since these 5 photos will be one of the slices in the panorama, I need to process everything exactly the same way. I do have presets here. So if I want to, I can choose a preset, and as long as I'll choose the same preset for all the other slices, I'll be just fine. I can, of course, create new presets myself if I want to, in order to ensure that I do consistent changes. Pretty easy. Oh, and when I save a picture like this is a 32-bit picture. When I saved it as a 32-bit EXR file because I want to preserve all the information I got in the picture. And EXR is perfect for that. I'll also show how to stitch the panorama, and that is pretty easy. We'll do a new panorama. We'll select our EXR files that we created. Click open. We've got them here. And we'll stitch. Okay. So now we got our panorama. Okay. So Affinity did an excellent job, but we have a problem. We have these areas here that are blank because I didn't have the tripod completely level when I shot. Um, but we'll fix that, and the easiest way to do that, that is to use in-painting. In-painting won't handle the bottom part. I'll in-paint first, and then when we have the in-painted version, I can crop. Okay. So if we look at this, it actually looks pretty good. I'll do that crop anyway, just to make sure. Let's see here, unconstrained. Yeah, that's what I want. I'll get rid of that bottom part there. And is there anything I want to check? I'll check the edges. And they look pretty good. I can crop in a little bit to be sure, like that. And well, I'll need to crop in a little bit here. So I'll just crop in. So we get rid of that area. And here it looks pretty good. Okay, so now I can just apply. And I got the panorama. So, takes a little bit of time, but it is pretty easy.